Hey everyone, Kane from VividChim here, and we're back with another news video here today, talking about the next update to the series of leaks and reveals made by Xbox, as we now have the confirmed price for the Xbox Series X as well as the Series S. The Xbox Series X was announced earlier today to be at the surprisingly lower price than we'd anticipated of $499 or £449 here in the UK, both of which having a release date of November 10th, and pre-orders are going to be going live of September the 22nd. That was a pretty nice surprise to wake up to. Everyone was expecting Sony to actually announce something today, and they still might. So far, we've heard very little, and it doesn't look like we're going to be hearing much today, but you never know, they might drop something overnight like Xbox did initially with the Series S. We also got a nice comparison sheet of the Series X and for Series S, both of them going through all of the specs that they have and breaking down the key differences. The major one seems to be the GPU specifically, to use their buzzword of the year, teraflops right now. The GPU on the Series X is 12.15, whereas the Series S is actually quite low at 4 by comparison. So there's quite staggering differences between those in just terms of raw GPU power. At the end of the day, I doubt it's going to make too much of a difference. They're still promising 1440p, 60 FPS, up to 120 FPS depending on the game. I believe they also showed Gears 5 running at 120 FPS, so that's not too bad. But that is a difference that people should make note of, if nothing else. The RAM is also slightly different. There's more RAM in the Series X. I believe there's 6 more gigs in total. But yeah, not too bad. But obviously for a budget console, you're going to have to skimp out on some parts and have weaker elements. Though it's still not terrible. 10 gig is still a decent amount. Storage, it looks like we are actually getting on the Series X a 1TB PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSD instead of the 512 gigabyte one. So it seems like a terabyte is going to be the minimum for the Series X, which was one of my main concerns about the Series S's initial reveal. That 500 gig doesn't really cut it anymore for a mainline console, but for the more budget-friendly one, whilst I still think we should probably be aiming for a terabyte minimum, it's nice to see that that isn't the minimum across the board and just for the budget-friendly version of this next-gen system. So that was pretty nice. They also have expandable storage. Apparently you can get a 1TB expansion card for both of them that matches internal storage exactly. I'm sure we'll find out a little more about that, so that's pretty good at least. They seem to all have backwards compatibility, the same backwards compatibility through Game Pass and everything such as that, so that's pretty cool. No disk drive on the S, of course. We have a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray one on the Series X. Both have the same HDMI output, and the MSRP is $499 to $299 or £450 to £250. So that's not bad. But that wasn't all Xbox announced today. They actually announced something incredible on top of that. They announced that EA Play is going to Game Pass and joining with Game Pass free of charge. So that was actually a really cool announcement from today. They made a post about it. Sorry, by the way, if I'm sounding like I'm rushing this. It's because it's very hot in this room right now, and I need to get this out really quickly. But yeah, so Game Pass, it continues to be an incredible deal. It appears to be for both Game Pass PC and Game Pass Ultimate as well, I believe. You can now have EA Play on top of the already ever-expanding Games Pass library, which is a fantastic deal in its own right. But now, what was formerly known as EA and Origin Access, you're now getting on top of that. That's like 60 plus EA titles that you can get on top of that, you know, FIFA 20, Titanfall 2, Need for Speed Heat, yada yada yada. Pretty good. Skate, Battlefield, Mass Effect, The Sims, all going on Game Pass as well. You get exclusive in-game challenges in EA games, rewards, special member-only content, and most importantly in what I think is going to be the key seller for this, for those who are going to be the casual gamer, which I think this is mainly targeted towards, you get trials of up to 10 hours on the newest games from EA, including Madden, NFL, and FIFA. So you get some incredible 10-hour little demos for you to try before you buy, and this is actually a win-win for them in my opinion, because not only do Xbox get more people buying it because they want to test out the games early potentially, you on top of that, people aren't going to wait around for it to then go onto Game Pass for free, they will just buy the game anyway, so it's not like they're really losing money. So that's pretty cool. It's console and PC. It's good for someone like me who doesn't really like buying and purchasing from EA as a company. So having it tied in with something that I already buy per month as a consumer of Game Pass and a big fan of the Game Pass model, this is pretty good. It's kind of removing that guilt, that weight from my shoulders of being like, I'm probably going to have to buy an EA product at some point. You know, we did Jedi Fallen Order. I wasn't a big fan of having to buy that, but I did and I enjoyed it. So it's quite nice, you know, that I just don't have to worry about that. But this is great for general consumers, which seems to be Xbox's target right now. They've got the cheaper box by far in the form of the Series S, and they have the more consumer-friendly just mode in general via Game Pass, and now EA Play joining that free of charge. Also, if you want to then take that onto your phone, which is a big thing, Xcloud is also part of that if you get Ultimate as well as Gold. So it's really all in one, and a very easy monthly payment, a single monthly payment for that matter, for just a gamer who just wants to get out there and play their games and not really care about the nitty-gritty and all the little details of this, that, and the other. If they aren't someone like myself or you, probably watching this, who wants the high-end AAA experiences of Sony and they just want their standard gaming experiences that they're used to and that they enjoy, this is going to be the one for them by far, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this news down below. Hopefully you've seen some stuff on screen throughout this. I'm not entirely sure what I'm allowed to put up yet. I'm going to look into it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Press subscribe and the like button for more VividChim content. We actually just uploaded a Resident Evil 6 review that I recommend you check out. And we'll see you all soon. Goodbye, everyone.